Literacy is such an important life skill for adults, for children, for everyone, for their development and for their communication. The foundations of literacy are set very early in life, when the brain is developing at its fastest pace and all the connections in the brain, which are called synapses, are being developed in a way that is very quick, very fast, and it responds to everything that the child is exposed to. Literacy also starts the journey of the child towards a lifelong love of books, because it exposes the child to the magic that books can bring to the life of the child. And it also helps the child learn new things as they go along. And this lifelong learning from literacy is so important today, because we constantly need to learn new skills as we go along, especially as adults. And literacy is the foundation of all of this. Our local data shows that at age 1, only 50% of children have any book-related activities. And that is such a huge loss of opportunity for learning and for literacy. When we talk about teaching children literacy, we don't mean teaching them how to read words. What we mean is to fill their lives and their worlds with song, with words, with poems, with rhythm, and with pictures. So that's the foundation of early literacy. It starts with words. And then we use books, we use pictures to help children to understand that there's a difference between the vocal sound, the actual spoken word, and the printed word. And that's when books come into the picture. Early literacy is taught by everyday activities. So parents should sing to their children, talk to their children. They should use the books, use the pictures to describe them, to talk about them, okay? And then start reading the text, even though the child may not understand all the words, but the child is actually listening to the words. And those are very important foundational steps for literacy. You can use all sorts of books. So you can use, for the very young child, you can use plastic books, you can use cloth books. These are very hardy. Kids can chew on them, they can toss them aside, they can bring them into the bath with them. They are great books for very young children. You can use books with a lot of pictures, because children are always fascinated with color. You can put the child in your lap, put a very interesting book in front of him with lots of pictures and lots of colors. You can point out things as you go along. And the most important thing is follow your child's cue. You may be saying something and then your child will point to something else. Follow his cue. Look at what he wants. Say something about it. He may want to turn the pages. Okay, turn 5 pages, 10 pages. That's okay. Just follow his cue, go to where he stops, and then just carry on from there, talking about the picture, talking about the words, reading the words to him. These are all great techniques that you can use for children and teaching them literacy. Many parents tell me that their children don't seem to be interested in books and they will not sit to be read to. Don't worry about that. Just use rhymes, use songs, use poems to teach literacy. We don't really need to force the child in a book-related activity. Just leave the books aside somewhere. Just leave them around, okay, for children to play with when they want to, and to play with them in the way that they want to. Remember, at the end of the day, what we want to do is to inculcate in children a love for books, because there is so much joy that comes from reading.